athlete on the field who just played quarterback, and we use that skill set. A lot of power quarterback runs, a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of option plays, a lot of triple option plays, a lot of college-oriented offense pretty much that we established on the run and just threw wrinkles in it. But I was trying to tell you guys that Lamar, I just said earlier, I just said a couple of minutes ago, there's certain players that you see that just got that shit about them. And Lamar was always one of those players for me. Think about what you've seen in college from this kid. All right, this dude played for a fucking shitty-ass Louisville team. Louisville was not a good team. You know why they look so good? Was because of that man, Lamar Jackson, because of number 8. I remember watching him, and this is the game that kind of sold me on Lamar, that made me just know, he's him. When he went one-on-one up against Deshaun Watson and that Clemson team, and it was his Louisville team, and I don't even think anybody on that Louisville team got drafted besides Lamar Jackson, honestly. He went head-to-head with them boys and came within, I remember the receiver caught the pass and stepped out of bounds just 1 yard before getting the first down. But went toe-to-toe, blow for blow, and almost pulled that goddamn game off against that. And that's the year Clemson won the championship. And that's the game that did it for me. I was like, yo, this kid is going to be him. He is it. He got that shit, man. He does. If I'm an NFL team, how do you not take that kid as the first quarterback of that draft? Okay, I get it. He doesn't have the prototypical drop back quarterback that I guess teams clamor for, and I don't know why. But the man has a hell of an arm. He's the best athlete on the field when he steps out there. He ran a pro offense in Louisville under Petrino. He makes reads. I don't understand. The man reads defenses crazily good. If that's not a word, crazily. Very good. He reads pro defenses. He reads defenses, period. Great. He goes through his progressions when he's dropping back. He's able to see, okay, that guy's not open. That guy's not open. That guy's not. Okay, there's my throw. And he goes and make that throw. His accuracy, I will admit, is still a little shaky, and he still has to get a little bit better on that. And I think that comes with mechanics. And he's improved his mechanics. He's a much better thrower than he was last year. He's improved his mechanics tenfold, and he's only going to keep getting better. But you just can't pass on such a talented player like that who is already so good. They try to compare him to Michael Vick. And I can understand why the comparisons to Michael Vick are there, because obviously they're the two greatest, the shiftiest quarterbacks you've ever seen at the quarterback position. They step on the field, they're probably the fastest guy on the field. They're shifty as shit. They could just juke you out of your shoes. Electrifying to watch. But Lamar Jackson was leaps and bounds better than Michael Vick was at this point in his career. It's not even close. Michael Vick, you look at Michael Vick's career numbers, Michael Vick's best season as a quarterback was when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, and that year that he threw for 3,000 plus yards and 20-something touchdowns or something like that. And, rushed for 600, 700 yards. That was his best season as a pro quarterback. But you look at his days in Atlanta, he wasn't a good quarterback. He put up he had crazy highlights, and his Atlanta teams did win. They ran a very ball-controlled offense. But, in terms of the actual position of quarterback, Lamar Jackson's way better than Vic was. It's not even close. I don't like that comparison. Just because he runs very similar to Vic, and that's the only thing that's very similar about them. But in terms of passing the ball, reading defenses, putting in the work, it's not even close. Vic told you himself, that man didn't care about really. He didn't go to meetings. He didn't study film. He didn't practice. He didn't practice when he had to, or only when he had to. He didn't give a fuck. Lamar Jackson gives a fuck, man. This dude is a complete 180 opposed to what Joe Flacco was for us. And Joe Flacco, shout out to, my man won us a Super Bowl. Joe Flacco is forever a legend in Baltimore, in my opinion. But in terms of his leadership and shit like that, Joe Flacco was I fucking hated watching him interact with players. He just seemed like he didn't give a damn. It very the Jay Cutler effect. It seemed like he didn't care. He looked like he's a terrible leader. Lamar Jackson just shows, man, he gives a fuck, man. Like, it just be little shit. Like, I remember the one play, he ran down the field to go help his offensive lineman get up. Just to help him up, man. Tap him on the head. Good job, y'all. Good job. Keep up the good work. Like, the team, and I was thinking about this earlier and how impactful for this is for me. My favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens, the city of Baltimore itself, we have a black quarterback leading a Baltimore team. Inner city of downtown Baltimore, man. Like, and I've been to Baltimore. I've seen it, man. I've seen how the inner city is looking. The downtown areas looks, man. You know, it literally galvanized this franchise, man. He has reinvigorated this franchise where, like, black folks, and not even black folks, like, everybody loves him, but it's particularly, I'm talking to, like, black fans. Man, it's such a joy. Like, I was in Baltimore, man. The first time I went to Baltimore, and you know, it was different. It was a lot different from when I went this past time. I've seen a lot more younger crowd. I've seen a lot more black faces in the stands. A lot of Lamar Jackson's jerseys. A lot of black, like, little kids wearing them. He's just galvanized the black community, not only just in Baltimore, but you look around the country itself, man. He has the full support of the black community, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. And he's performing. He got drafted 32, and he did the interview, and he said, "Yeah, I'm getting everything out of me. It doesn't matter. I'm a Raven. It don't matter where I went, man. I'm a Raven now. That's the focus. Y'all gonna get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that." I believe it too. I don't know about this year. You know, we'll see. But eventually, over his career, I believe that shit. And I don't like the whole running quarterback stigma that, oh yeah, he can't keep playing like this because he's going to get hurt. Yeah, maybe. Now, you can get hurt anytime. You get hurt sitting in a pocket and take a hit. But I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about him getting hurt. First of all, he doesn't take hits. Well, he doesn't take big hits, I should say. I have yet to see Lamar Jackson get fucked up like I've seen RG3 did or Michael Vick did. And hey, it may be bound to happen. But I'm not going to put that energy in the air because, first of all, they got to catch him. That's what defenses will tell you. First of all, man, we can't catch this kid. I'm out of here. And it's such a bad thing that he can run. It's not his first option. He even said, man, I don't run unless I have to. That's a read. He goes through his progressions. That guy's not open. That guy's not open. Pockets collapsing. I got to go. Got to blast. Jimmy Neutron. But yeah, man, he got to get out of there. And I'm taking off, and I'm going to go gain 10, 15 yards on this play. Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. And I think in this whole, like, crack the Lamar Jackson code, I don't think it's a code. He's a quarterback. Like the man, he knows how to read progressions. He knows how to throw the ball. It's just that when shit breaks down, he knows how to get out of there. He knows how to escape. I don't think there's any code to crack. You just got to go catch him, or you got to go stop him. Simple as that. Man, I love it. I honestly love it. And yeah, I still don't understand how 4 quarterbacks were taken above Lamar Jackson. Cleveland is so stupid. Cleveland was such a good position, man. They literally could have established the core of their offense. They had the number 1 overall pick, and I think the number 4 overall pick of that draft. They could have literally took Saquon Barkley, number 1 overall, who was top and bottom the best player in that draft, hands down. Still the best player from that draft class, in my opinion. And then that 4th overall pick, they could have fucked around and got Lamar Jackson. And could have had the best young nucleus in the NFL right now. But for somehow they was able to talk themselves into fucking Baker Mayfield. I don't know why. I mean, he's a decent college quarterback. He's pretty good. And then they was able to go get Denzel Ward, who's solid, who I like. I really like Denzel Ward. He's pretty solid. But still, man, like, would you rather have Saquon and Lamar right now or Baker and Denzel Ward if you're a Cleveland fan? That GM dropped the ball, man. That GM dropped the ball. And then like, Sam Darnold for the Jets, ass. Man, seeing Ghost. Man, seeing Casper out there. My man, seeing Caspers. And then you got Josh Allen went to Bills, who, like I said, he's not good to me. It was well, I don't know how he went so high. Like, the dude didn't do shit in college and didn't beat nobody. And then Rosen, who the scouting reports on him is that Rosen is just a rich kid who just doesn't give a fuck, man. Mommy and daddy gave him everything. He just doesn't got that hunger. And I don't know. We'll see if he looking like he's destined for a career backup role. But hey, man, listen, I appreciate all the teams that passed on Lamar. And we got him. We got him in Baltimore. I'm riding this wave, man. I haven't enjoyed football this much in a long time. In a very long time, man. I'm able to actually galvanize around the quarterback. The last time I actually was, our Super Bowl year. This is the funnest I've had since our Super Bowl run. I love it. We was able to establish our defense. We made the trade for Marcus Peters, and we was able to switch around our linebacking core and like LJ Ford, and we signed Josh Bynes and to kind of solidify our linebackers, and our front four is still solid, and Earl Thomas is playing better. Jimmy Smith is back. Offensive line is playing really well. Mark Ingram's running well, even though he got to fix that fumble problem. Hollywood Brown, excellent rookie wide receiver so far. Our tight ends are solid, man. I love this team. John Harbaugh, coach of the year right now. John Harbaugh should be coach of the year right now. Or actually, you know what? Sean Payton should get some credit too, man. That man had a backup quarterback and is still 7-1. Shout out to the Saints. But John Harbaugh should be between 1 and 2, between those two, man. Shout out to Baltimore. Got Cincinnati this upcoming week. By the way, Cincinnati is losing that game. Pick Baltimore. Whatever I don't even know the spread. Just pick Baltimore in the spread. We're winning that game by a lot. And then the last team and the last person I really want to talk about right now was the Seattle Seahawks with Russell Wilson. So they're going against the Niners, and I just don't think people really appreciate Russell Wilson for who he is. Like right now, and I know I just said earlier that Pat Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in the NFL, but right now as we speak, it's hands down Russell Wilson. And for the season, it's been Russell Wilson. The things like watching this man do what he does is literally nothing short of phenomenal. Like he just doesn't make mistakes. I mean, besides against us where we got that pick 6, but besides that, man, he just doesn't make mistakes. And it seemed like he's just always making the right play, man. It's like watching Kawhi Leonard play basketball. Like it just seems like he just does everything correct. It's, man, he really, the Seahawks is one of those teams where if they get into the playoffs, which I think they will, and if you're the opposing team, because I think they're going to get it as a wild card team. But yeah, I feel bad for any NFC team that got to go against them in that first round, because the Seahawks are probably going to win that game on some G. Man, the Seahawks, this Russell Wilson MVP right now. He should be MVP, honestly. Between him, Watson, and Lamar, I think those are probably your top 3 MVP candidates. See how Patrick Mahomes bounced back, but and catch Christian McCaffrey as well. Shout out to the Panthers and McCaffrey and Allen. Oh yeah, I'm kind of getting off track, but yeah, Russell Wilson, he got that Seahawks team balling, and then also real quick with the Panthers, Cam Newton shut down for the season. I think his time in Carolina is pretty much done. I think that they're going to move on from him, and if I'm Chicago, I would be man, what like second rounder, second in the 4th, the second in next year's second, some shit like that. To try to bring in Cam Newton, you might want to go ahead and make that call, Chicago. You might want to go ahead and do that, bro. Because I think I like Allen a lot. I think it's Kyle Allen. He's solid. Christian McCaffrey, man, I never thought I'd see the day that a white running back would be leading the league in rushing right now. Well, no, he's not. Dalvin Cook is, but he's the best offensive player in the NFL right now, it looks like. Christian McCaffrey is fucking him. That dude is elite. Like, he is elite, man. Oh, man, it's fun watching him run. It's fun watching him play. It's really a pleasure. And Carolina got themselves a player right there. By the way, real quick, just to get off topic a little bit. Actually, I really don't have no topics. But why has the running back position been, quote unquote, devalued? Like, I never understood that. Like, they're literally the best offensive weapon besides the quarterback on an NFL team.